course, when I get rid of mine, right? That's how it goes. Well, it's the last time we're gonna see this puppy. It's going to Carvana here in about an hour. So, returned everything back to stock. That bumper's gonna kill me though, because I cut it for the front mount. So we'll see if they see anything about it in the lights, because I did say everything is stock. I returned everything back to stock, but man, oops, I got it locked. I'm gonna miss her. I am gonna miss her. It's a fun car, y'all. Fun car. I'm gonna miss her a lot. A lot of autocrosses, couple track days, some mountain runs up here on Mount Charleston. Very fun times, but she's going to Carvana. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Long time no see. Where do I start? Should title this video, "The Subaru is Gone," or maybe "The Future of My YouTube Channel," which is kind of non-existent anyway, right? Been so busy with a little baby and everything. Anyways, yeah, guys, I sold the Subi to Carvana last month, actually, in the second week of November. Why did I sell her? Is probably the question that everybody wants to know, which I want to know why I sold her too, honestly, because I miss her every day when I see all the Subis I do when I drive by, right? But I think she was beginning to spin a bearing, which sounds weird because I don't really know. I know that it wasn't loud enough to be rod knock. So let me back up. I'm a teacher, right? So during online school, the end of last year / beginning, I guess, yeah, all last year, right? We were at home. I didn't drive my car a lot, right? I daily did, but didn't like track it or anything, but a lot less than commuting back and forth to work, right? So there was no issues over summer. It was the beginning of this school year where I was driving home from work one day, and I heard this click clacking. And obviously, Subarus, rod knock, we all, right, think it, know it, right, love it, hate it. So on my way home one day, it started making this click clacking sound, and I was like, oh crap, like, you know, it's here. Uncle Rod is here. I'm meeting Uncle Rod right now. So on the way home, I didn't take the freeway home, but halfway home on the side street, it like stopped. So I'm like, that's a little weird. Maybe something dropped in the car or something. Maybe that 10 mil I dropped like 10 years ago or 5 years ago is like jingling down there and it broke free or something. But I got in the car, couldn't see anything. So that was weird. A couple weeks later, and the sound went away. So I couldn't find anything. So I stayed at a Boost for a while because I was just still iffy on it, right? And next week later, the same thing happens again, except for it's the whole time, all the way home. And I took the side streets, not the freeway. So I didn't get in Boost the whole way home. I was, holding everybody up because I was driving real slow. Got in the car again, found nothing. But this time, like, because the sound didn't go away, I didn't know what to do, right? And there's no codes or errors on the access port at all, nothing, right? All the air and fill seemed fine. So my luck, I was like, you know what? I got 79K on it. That's a lot already. I tracked it, I autocrossed, I did what I had to do with it, right? And I should, I got some debt. Let me pay it off and invest some in crypto and do all that jazz, right? So that's what I did. I sold it to Carvana like November 11th, sometime like that, right? And I'll talk about that process in a minute, but I was sad to see it go, to be honest. And now every time I look around, that's all I see is like Subarus and hood scoops, and I'm always like, damn, man, I miss her, for real. But yeah, like I said, I didn't really know. I'm gonna say I was starting to spin a bearing because it was something going on with the engine. It wasn't loud enough to be rod knock, right? And I could still turn it on and it didn't sound clapped out or nothing. So I just didn't want to push it. So I stopped driving it, put it in the air in the garage, and I took the next month to basically part everything out that I could. Obviously the clutch stayed because I'm not getting that going to shop, getting that taken out. It's what it is, right? So I took out what I had to, fill pump, obviously the e-sensor, downpipe, exhaust, put the stock back on, wheels, what else? I took the coilovers off by myself, which, fun fact, I thought those were harder to install, but I took them out and it wasn't really that hard. So maybe I'll do my own next time whenever I get my next car or whatever. But yeah, dude, I miss it a lot. I'm not gonna lie, especially when my neighbor just got one. So it's like a slap in the face. Every time I see it or I hear it getting parked, I'm just like, damn, man. We could have been the Subi boys up in the neighborhood, bro. Anyways, so I sold it to Carvana. I bought this car. It was a 2015 WRX base model. I bought it brand new with 11 miles on it. So I put basically the 79 that was on it, I put on there myself. I broke it into everything by myself. First stick car that I drove. It's lovely. I love it. Miss it. I sold it to Carvana for $19,800, which is wow. Which, if you had to sell it, was, you know, a good price. Now, if I would have sold it peak COVID, I probably could have gotten to the 20Ks, 21, 22, because there's people on the forums or on Facebook getting that much for sure back then. But because we were in lockdown and we weren't going anywhere, I wasn't driving the car. It wasn't ticking sound, obviously, because it was parked on, you know, on the side of the house. So if I would have known that during COVID, I probably could have sold it for a lot more. But it is what it is. What else do I want to say? The Carvana process itself was pretty simple. I will say we hit a snag because on my end, the first time the lady came out to come pick it up, put a lockbox on it and stuff, it actually wouldn't start. And it was in the garage starting all the time because I was started up to try to run the E down so I could take out the flex fuel kit, grab a couple gallons of gas and put it in and not have it be on E85 since I'm taking out the flex fuel sensor and all that good stuff. But I backed it down the garage and everything, parked it by the tree. The next day, the lady came out, it wouldn't start. So I'm like, dead battery possibly, even though it started in the garage. It turned out it wasn't the battery, but I had like popped the fuel fuse. So I put a new one in and it popped again after I started it, drove it around the block. So I was like, what the hell? So I had to take out the C, take the fuel pump. It wasn't seated right, I guess, when I took out the aftermarket one. So I put it back in there, shoved it in there, make sure everything was good, put a new fuse in, and it was fine. So besides that little snag, the Carvana process was mad simple. She had me turn it on, make sure it ran, took lots of pictures, did her thing on her little tablet. And the second time she came out, she already had the check written. So it was like a done deal. I signed like some papers and boom, check was mine. So it was real quick, no issues. And yeah, man, I'm sad to see it go, but I didn't want any codes popping up and then me having to get the engine fixed. That's like, $4K, $5K plus labor. And I got a new baby, so I don't really got time for it. I miss it. I got paid out handsomely, so I paid some debt off, put some in crypto, and, I'm looking at cars, but with the used cars market as it is right now, it's, I don't know that I'm going to get anything right now. I'm going to have to wait. It has to be a stick car because I'm not driving an automatic because I drive one right now with the Ford Escape and it's boring as hell. And I got to make an update video on that. But yeah, man, I was looking at like 340i's or something, Beamers, but they're going for a ridiculous price right now, so that's just not going to happen. So the wife has a stick too. We traded her hatch in for a sedan since we have a baby now. More room in the trunk and a little bit more leg space and stuff. So, I get to enjoy this car when she's not driving it. So, that's an update on the channel. I don't know what's going to happen as far as Subaru videos. Obviously, I can't make none. Maybe I'll put some Forza gameplay on here, some vlogs or something in the meantime. But yeah, the Subi is gone. Probably a tear. Pour one out for the homie. I'm going to miss the community, all the Subi waves, because as much as we all are weird and dickheads on Facebook forum groups and all this, and oil blends and all this, who's the best tuner and all of this good stuff, like the community around Subarus is pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. So anyways, catch up with y'all next video. I got the Copart video part 2 coming out for the Ford Escape. I gotta update the finances on that and how that's going, and an issue with the Ford Escape that's going on, but I'll save that for that video. Anyways, y'all have a good day. I'm about to eat Chick-fil-A. Enjoy the holidays. Happy New Year, and see y'all later. Peace.